You know what? I think you already know where this is gonna go. The first Quiet Place, cool story, cool concept. First time movie from John. Had hopes for this one. Disappointed, folks. I'm sitting here, I'm a sad man.
The biggest problem, I'll probably agree, it's where the story goes. There's ways that this story could go to make it really interesting, and I'll just say there's concepts here that could have been explored in the third movie. It's just all this below average story you have to follow these characters on, the characters that you don't really care about, and that's always a problem, to not care about your characters.
Yeah, especially in a movie that's supposed to be character driven. On the technical aspects, there's not a bad actor here. The film is shot competently. There's some nice shots, color grading is fine. What hurts the movie is the script. John's like, oh, my characters are gonna go here for this reason. The reasoning for characters doing things in this movie is just so dumb. It's so basic that it takes you out of the movie. The tense moments that are being created just seem artificial. They seem lazily put together just to create a scene, because like, oh, we couldn't actually really think this moment through. Let's make the character do its fifth fucking stupid decision, which existed in the first movie too, but it was a lot more hidden, and because the movie was so much more confined, and it was the first one. There's nothing the first one doesn't do better than this one. It has better emotional moments, better tense moments, and I think it flows better. This movie just splits into two different narratives, and both reasonings for them splitting is just dumb, and it just ruins the second half, and it's just,
Dumb decisions being made in two different subplots, and those plots are being told in a parallel setting, especially when they get climactic and shit's going down. If he has a flashlight, she has a flashlight in this other scene, and at the end, if there's a fire here, there's a fire in this scene. It's like poetry. It's like George Lucas came down from heaven and just sprinkled his copy poetry on this movie. A big detail that was a really missed opportunity was the new humans. The people have changed. They're different. It turns out that the different is just a bunch of trailer trash dudes with a bunch of acne.
This is all you gotta do. Keep everyone together, and they get captured by these people. And then you get to see how these people have been living. They're like prisoners, and they're like struggling and trying to eat the fucking baby. Like something brutal. Like this movie could have gone so much more extreme and actually tense and scary. It could have made the humans the monsters, right? And then they actually have to rely on like the other monsters to kill the trailer boys, and they escape, and they, I don't know, like I just made that up. I think the monster designs look generic.
The first one didn't have the budget to actually show the monsters that much.
Yeah.
You barely see them, but the design's still pretty crappy, so seeing them a lot in this movie, you actually realize like, oh, these actually aren't really good monsters kind of at all. Everything around the first one, you like, first time director John with a low budget, it's like everyone knew that detail, so you can forgive it. One of the things that I constantly think about in this like universe that John has created it could easily segue into like a Last of Us type scenario. You have the monsters and you have the humans who also become the monsters. You have this daughter who's around Ellie's age in the first Last of Us. I'm not saying create a parallel and follow it, but the things that John could have done with this movie could have led into situations like that. Explore better paths, man.
And how about you just use your wife, because she's a great actress. Emily Blunt takes such a fucking huge backseat in this movie. It's embarrassing. It's like she does nothing in this movie. She goes on her own little 20-minute subplot, she collects things and comes back and just cries. Murphy's in this movie, again, he does a good job, but like his character arc is so just stupid. Like he's mean, and then he gets told by Emily Blunt to do something, he's like, yes ma'am, and he just like does it.
This movie split into two plots, and it explored far less than he could have explored on one plot, which would give a stronger story, stronger writing, focus on characters and setting. It's not that fucking hard.
Call us, John.
Free content on YouTube offering how to make these $1 million movies so much better, and we just don't get listened to. I'm gonna give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. I was gonna go 4, but I want to be a little more, I want to be a little more harsh to John here. I want him to understand, like, hey, you did good in the first one, but yo, pay attention, focus on these characters and what you're actually fucking doing.
Same, 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, this is, here we go. At least we're connecting here, you know? You can have a film that's shot well, acted well, but if it doesn't fucking pull you in, if you don't care about it, it's just you're gonna walk out and never watch it again. I will never watch this again, and it's a true goddamn shame.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair to good storytellers who are making movies that don't get any attention.
You know, as we age, we are getting more pessimistic, okay? We've seen all these movies, we're sick of it. Well, it's maybe like a 5, because it's... No! If I walk out of the movie and I see all this fucking nonsense, it's over. Vin, I hope you save us all, okay? Well, that's it. You know.
Bye.
Fuck it, we'll do it live! Yeah! Oh, wow, that's great. Poopy, fart, shit compares. Thanks. See you next time.